Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Giving Advice 6-7 Focus. If you're watching live, welcome. I'll give you a minute if you're watching live to get connected, to make sure you can see me, make sure you can hear me, and use the chat. If you are watching the recorded stream, thank you very much for watching after. But if you're here, let me just see your presence down in the chat as well. Give everyone a good afternoon. Good afternoon, welcome. We have a really very interesting focus for today. Lots of cool phrases, lots of good verbs for us all to use. Rita. Hi. Hi, Rita. So I'll introduce myself to everyone that is here. My name is Anthony, as you see at the bottom here. My name is Anthony. I am from the Milan, Montenegro English School, MIAS. I even have my t-shirt ready to go for you guys. So Matteo, hi, I'm Matteo. I'm from Rome. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Michele, hi. So if you don't mind, let me know where you're from in the chat. Because I'm Anthony and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, Michele, I'm from Rimini. Nice. Oh, Rita, you're also from Milan. Cool. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, in the US. Arciana, I'm Arci. Okay, Arci. I can call you that. I'm from Bologna. Great. Bologna is very nice. Antonella, hi, I'm from Naples. Aha, the home of pizza, of good pizza. And also, Ahmed, I'm from Milan. Welcome, Ahmed. Maurizio, from Rome. Okay. I don't know if I saw you before, maybe, Maurizio. Rita says she was born in Sicily. Okay. Great. I have not been to Sicily. Not yet. I hope soon I will be able to visit Sicily. But today we're talking about advice, and we're also going to talk a little bit about the pharmacy. Yes, Maurizio, I think I saw you. I recognize your name. So today is about advice using different verbs, and we'll talk about pharmacy too, because at this time when many people are sick, we need to know how to talk about symptoms and how to talk about the cures for different things. And we can connect it with giving advice to someone else. Okay. So we're going to start off with the first page. It says, in this focus activity, asking for and giving advice, phrases for giving advice, and reassuring phrases as well. Enrico, hello to everybody. Hello, welcome. I'm glad to have all of you here. Thank you very much for joining the stream. So one thing we want to talk about, the word advice is always singular. Okay? Advice is uncountable. So we can say, I'll give you some advice. So I'll give you some advice, singular. Not, don't say advices. Singular advice. And then the preposition that we use after that is, I will give you some advice on. And we have a question from Antonella. Hello. What's the meaning of reassuring? Okay. Reassuring is to make someone feel better. Hello, Nancy. Hi. So it comes from the word sure. So if you feel sure, or you feel secure, you feel good about yourself. Maybe there is a situation that makes you feel sad or makes you feel suppressed or depressed, makes you feel depressed. So you don't feel sure, you don't feel secure anymore. Reassuring is a verb to make someone feel sure again. So we have a few different verbs here. Sure. So sure is an adjective. I feel sure. Or I am sure. 100% sure. Or I'm not sure. I don't know. Then we have assure is a verb. I will assure you, and then I will reassure you. So it's a verb we do to make someone feel happy again. Antonella says, thank you. Okay, if that's clear for everyone, great. I'll give you some advice on Italian language. Yes, please, Maurizio. Yeah, give me some advice on also on Italian cooking. I would like some good advice on Italian cooking. Okay. We have, of course, different types of advice. We have good advice and we have bad advice. Number one, who comes to you for advice? We can also say, who gives you advice? Or who do you give advice to? Here are the correct forms of these questions. Who gives you advice? And then, who do you give advice to? We put the preposition to at the end. Okay, Enrico says some friends, of course. Sylvia says friends and parents, of course. Rita, customers at work. Yeah, exactly. You need to give good advice for what people need to buy. Very nice. Maybe your friend is trying to decide on a gift to buy for someone else. You can give advice. Buy this gift or buy that gift. Ari says, my mom. Okay. Nancy, my friends come to me for advice. Michele, my coworkers. Exactly. Yes, good advice. I go to my father for advice about computer things, usually. He works with computers. Mauricio, always my wife, give me some advice. Nice. Mateo says, my friends give advice to me, or I give advice to my girlfriend. Yeah. Katy, my daughter. Sylvia, doctors. Oh, yeah. Right now, doctors are giving advice to everybody. Yes. Beatrice, hi. Welcome. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, doctors like to give advice. Politicians, scientists like to give advice. And sometimes we don't know if we can trust the advice. Enrico says, in this period, the government gives us advice. Yes, they do. Yes. Good use of the third person. The government gives us advice. We would say that in, definitely in American English, we would say gives, as in the third person, singular. Yeah. Yeah, colleagues, friends, all those things. Yeah. Okay. Question number 4 is an interesting one. If you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself? What advice would you give yourself if you could go back in time? So this is a conditional sentence. Rita says, give advice is like recommend. Yes. Yes, correct. Recommending is a way to give advice. Perfect. Nancy says, I always ask my family, but they don't give me good advice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens sometimes, I know. They don't give me good advice. Nice. So, interesting question. If you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself? For me, here's my response to this question. If I could go back in time, I would tell myself to study more. Study more and read. Read more books. Because I don't like reading, so I don't read enough. If I could go back in time, I would learn English well. Yeah. Yeah, I understand, Mata, yeah. Mm-hmm. If I could go back in time, I would like to change my school studies. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's impossible. Mauricio says, I tell myself to travel more. Mm-hmm. Nancy, I would tell myself to think before to think before talking. Yes. Think before you talk. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes I have the same problem. I know. Exactly. So if we could go back in time, but it's not possible. All right. Giving advice. Which phrases can you use to give advice? So I have Ari who says, I would tell myself to go abroad to study. That would be a great idea. Yeah, going abroad to study would be a lot of fun. Michele, I'd tell myself to work less. Yeah, work less and party more. Rita, you should. Exactly. You should is the primary way, probably the most common way to give advice is we just say you should. Okay? And should, just to review, the word should is a modal verb, right? And modal verbs change the verb that comes after it. So Should is always followed by the bare infinitive. Never with the ing verb. I tell me to be more careful in the future. Yes. Be more careful in the future. Be careful of the virus. You could do something. Yeah, you could. It's possible. Rita says, you should eat less. Me? I'm fat. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you should eat less. That's a perfect example. You could do something. Great example. Very good. So it's always followed by the bare infinitives like eat, go, do, say, visit, travel. We didn't know. An example. I know. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's just an example. It's a good example. No problem. Enrico, you should listen. Listen to me when I talk. Okay. All right. So we would say in that sentence for Enrico's, we would say, you should listen to me when I talk to you. So we just need the preposition to in both places. So you should listen to me when I talk to you. And then Ari says, you should more sports. Okay. All right. Nice. But remember, for this example, we do need a verb. We need a verb. So you should, where'd it go? You should do more sports. There you go. Oh, you corrected it. Yeah. Perfect. You should do more sports. Yeah, you got it. Good. And then Kathy says you should study more. I know. I really should. Michele, you should speak slowly. Yes, I try to speak slowly. You should go to Rome for the weekend. This weekend? I don't think it's a good idea to go to Rome right now. Not a good idea. Okay, Enrico, cool. Good. You should eat more Italian food. You should stay at home at this moment. Yes, and not go to Rome. No. Beatrice, I should stay home, stay for more time to adjust. Stay more time outside to have a sun's bath. Okay. So you should stay outside. Or you should spend more time outside to sunbathe. Okay. Should spend more time outside to sunbathe. There you go. But that's a great example. It's a great idea. Beatrice. Stay outside to sunbathe. It's very helpful for you. Okay, cool. We have some funny word order sometime. Thank you very much for your examples, everyone. Nancy, you should get a... I don't know what that is. You should get an oet. What is an oet? Kathy, you should go to the gym. Okay. You should go to the gym. All right. I agree. Sylvia, you should be kind. Yeah, you should be polite. Yes, very good. All right, so really good examples with this. Now, if I pull up the other advice phrases, we have the word could. Enrico. Sorry, I have to go to my daughter. Bye-bye. Oh, see you later, Enrico. No problem. Have a good day. So now we have the word could. What is the difference between should and could? So what to think about that? Should versus could. because they're not exactly the same. They follow the same rule, though, for the modal verbs, because they use the bare infinitive, which bare infinitive means it is an infinitive verb without to. So they both use the same, but the meaning is a little bit different. Should is stronger. Michele, correct. Correct. Should is stronger. It means you think the action is very important for you. You definitely should wear a mask. You should wash your hands, especially during this time. Could is possibility. Yes, Maurizio, perfect. Could is a possibility. Should for advice. Could for action. For example, could you give me a coffee? Yeah. Could you give me a coffee is a polite way to request something. Because could is conditional, right? So conditional is more formal. Okay, great. So during this time with the virus, you should stay at home. You should stay at home, stay off of the metro. Stay away from other people. Okay. We should all, we should stay at home. Everyone. Okay. You could. In this time, there are many possibilities. And we can use the word could. You could drink more orange juice for more vitamins. You could eat ginger to stay healthy. It's a possibility. It's more of a choice. Not so important, but a choice. Good. Now we have the example. Have you tried? Have you tried is a present perfect question. So the answer to that would be, yes, I have. No, I haven't. And here's the rule we use with that. Oh, nice. Here we go. Stay home. Ari says, what is the difference between could and can? Okay. Well, do you know hypothetical? This word, I'll write this word. Hypothetical. Hypothetical. Conditional. So hypothetical and conditional are both for could. The word could is something hypothetical and conditional. Okay, so we're talking about the difference between can and could. Can is also for permission. Can I use your bathroom? Something like that. Okay, Ari says okay. Okay. Yeah, so could can be more polite because it's conditional. As opposed to like realistic. Can is more realistic. Sylvia says you could go out, but you should stay home. It's correct. Yes. Technically, you could go out in a situation. Yeah, you could, but it's better to stay home. You're right. Maurizio, you could read a good adventure book. Perfect. You could read a good book. Yeah, good, very good. Michele, you shouldn't go to the restaurant in this moment. No. Nancy, have you tried playing golf? Yeah, and that's a good example there. Because you said, have you tried playing golf? Perfect. With have you tried, we put a noun or an ing verb, the verb with ing. So, what would be the answer to that? Have you tried playing golf? If you want to say yes, or if you want to say no, what is the correct answer to that? So, have you tried playing golf? No. That was okay. Rita, have you tried going to a yoga lesson? Yes, I have. I have tried yoga. It is very difficult. I also tried hot yoga. The room where you do hot yoga is like 50 degrees. The temperature, 50. It's really hot. It's terrible. Have you tried swimming in the Pacific Ocean? In the Pacific? No. I have never swum in the Pacific Ocean. You tried swimming in the ocean? Swimming in the regular ocean, yes. Kiara. Hello, I have. Yeah. Mateo, you could finish the paper. Yeah. Yeah. If you want. Have you tried surfing? I have never tried surfing. No. Difficult but relaxing. Yeah, yoga. Yeah. Have you tried is the same. We have to use the past form tried. We have to use the past form of tried. Yes, Sylvia. Have you tried? Have you tried? In the past form. It's the past participle. So the third column, the verb. Try, tried, tried. We use the third one. Mikeda, have you tried eating sushi? Yeah, oh yeah, many times. Kati, have you tried playing the guitar? Oh yes. I try to play the guitar every day. Mateo, have you tried playing any instruments? Yes. Nancy, no, I haven't. Sylvia, okay, cool. Very good to know. So, here's a question. We'll see if you understand the meaning of this question. Have you tried rebooting it? Interesting verb, to reboot. Maybe you have seen this verb, maybe not. Rebooting means when you turn off the computer and you turn the computer back on again. So turn it off, then turn it on again. That's what the verb means. To reboot. And it is a normal verb. To reboot. And it's a regular verb. And to restart. Yes. Yes. Synonym to restart. Yeah. I reboot. I rebooted. I have rebooted it. Yeah. I have restarted it. It's the same thing, yeah. But the word reboot is specific for a computer. We only use the term reboot for computers. For example, you can say restart the computer, or you can say to restart the car, the engine, the motor of your car. You can restart. You can't reboot a car. Reboot is only for the computer. So if you're having trouble, you have problems with your computer, you should reboot the computer. It usually fixes all the problems. So Rita says, not for phone. No, we say restart your phone. Turn your phone off, turn it on again. We say restart. Mauricio, yes, I have rebooted my PC, but it didn't start. Oh, okay. It died. Your PC died. Sorry for your PC. Yeah, usually it fixes the problems. Okay, so we have a few more terms to talk about. Have you thought about? For this one, have you thought about it in your mind? And for after about, we use the same rule. A noun or an ing verb. An example. Have you thought about moving? So ing verb. Have you thought about moving to another city? And you can say the same responses. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. I have thought about moving to Japan, somewhere in Asia, in a different part of the world. I think it would be amazing to move to that place. How about you? Have you thought about moving to another city? And where? Where have you thought about moving? I thought about moving to Italy. I have thought about it, and I did it. I moved to Italy, to Milan. So it's a great sentence, a great phrase we can use to understand what the other person is thinking about. Okay. So I'll just wait a moment. If you put responses, it's okay. If not, it's okay also. The next one we want to talk about is if I were you. I'd. And I'd stands for I would. Oh, nice. Lots of answers. We have an answer from Anna. Yes, I have. I thought about moving to Ireland. Yeah, that would be great. Ireland is very beautiful. Rita says, have you thought about coming back where you was born? Let's say where you were born. No. I thought about it, but I always decide no. I don't want to move back to America, to Georgia. I'm okay. I'm very happy in Europe for now. Matteo, yes, I have. I'd like to go to Milan. Oh, yeah. Maybe next year after the virus. Yes, come to Milan. Otherwise, Milan is nice. Beatrice, have you thought about, at regard the actual sanitary situation? Have you thought about the actual sanitary situation? Oh, yeah. I think everybody is thinking about being sanitary and clean. I've thought about moving to Sydney. Ah, okay, Australia, great. Yes, I thought about moving to Spain, but I prefer Italy at the moment. I thought about moving to New York. Great. Yeah, I thought about moving to lots of places. For example, London. Okay. Have you thought about reading that book? Oh, yeah. Kati, great example of a question. So very good examples, everyone. Thank you very much for these responses. It's really good to see us using them in a practical way, in a realistic situation. This is how we speak. Very good. Yes, I have. I thought about moving to Australia. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. So, the last one we have to talk about is if I were you. This is a conditional statement. Okay? It's a conditional. Again, this is hypothetical. It's not realistic. Maurizio, I thought about moving to a Greek island. That would be cool. Yeah, very cool. So if I were you in an imaginary, hypothetical situation, in this case, we use were and not was. We don't say if I was you. No, we say if I were you. We use the form for the past tense were for all people. If they were you, if he were you, or if she were you. We always use were for hypothetical sentences. Have you thought about? Oh yeah, I have thought about. So in this case, if I would say if I were you. After would comes the bare infinitive. Sorry, no, it's okay. Don't worry. If I were you, I would go to the doctor. Here's an example of a sentence that we would definitely use in English. If I were you, I would go to the doctor. So if we imagine I am you, my decision would be to go to the doctor. It's a way to give strong advice. If I were you, I would take medicine. Matteo, if I were you, I'd buy a new car. Perfect. Yeah, great. Yeah, very good. Now, of course, to give advice, we can use standard phrases like suggest. I suggest taking medicine, or I recommend. We can use both of those as well. With a noun or an ing verb. I suggest or I recommend plus a noun or ing verb. Okay. Oh, Nancy, if I were you, I would visit all American states. Yep, I agree. And we can use if I were you, I'd for taking advice, but not strong, as we use should. If I were you is also very strong. It's like should. Yeah, should, if I were you. They're both very strong. If I were you is to give advice. If I were you is to give advice to someone else. Arzi says, if I were you, I would go to the lesson. That's correct. That is correct. Stefania, if you was me. No. Mm-mm. If you were me, not was. Because we have the word if, it makes it conditional, and it's a hypothetical conditional. So if you were. Maurizio, if I were Jennifer Aniston, I'd be in Hawaii. Yeah, I'd be in Hawaii, yeah. If I were you, if Italian politics would attend to our necessities. Oh, would attend to our necessities. Yeah, okay. if I were an Italian politician. Okay. Rita, I recommend you visiting Sicily. Okay. Nice. So in this sentence, I recommend, we just remove the you. You just say, I recommend visiting Sicily. I recommend staying at home. Perfect. Exactly. If I were you, I would buy a new phone. Great. Perfect. If I were you, I'd stay at home in these days. Exactly. Exactly. So here we've used really good phrases for advice. The next one, we're going to talk about the pharmacy. Okay? Because this time we need to go to the pharmacy. We need to buy things to help us stay healthy, right? So let me share that with you. So describing problems, pharmacist's directions, and vocabulary. So at the pharmacy, you see, where you go to get pills, where you go to take your medicine, okay? So some of the problems you can have. For example, a fever. A fever will be this in picture F. If you have the temperature, your temperature is high, and you have a fever, it's a big problem. This red part here, if you get hurt, we would call that a scrape. You get a scrape. For B, you stay out in the sun, sunbathing for too long, you get sunburn. I have sunburn. You get it from being in the sun, from sunbathing. Next is a cough. The pronunciation on this word is cough. Fever is an indicator of ill. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's an indicator of, do you have the flu or the virus? The coronavirus? Yeah. Cough is pronounced pronunciation is cough. And these days, you should not cough. It's a big problem. Gabriela, hi. Okay, so coughing is a big problem. Another big problem is a headache. You feel pain in your head. The last one is you feel sick because you have a fever. Mm-hmm. Nice. So we'll go on to these remedies. We call these a remedy, like a solution to the problem. For a scrape, we need this. If you could see where I'm pointing with the mouse, that is called a plaster. So Rita says cough is the noun. Yes, cough is the noun and the verb. To cough. It's also the verb. I am coughing. Or I am not coughing. I'm not coughing. No. B is burn cream. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then C C, we need my S. Cagliari. Oh, nice. Hi. We have sunblock. And if you are coughing, Michele says, painkillers I have to take when I have pain. Absolutely. Yes. When you have pain in your head, pain in your back, or pain in your teeth, pain anywhere, you take painkillers. D is cough syrup. Perfect. Exactly. Yeah. We said painkillers already. Nancy says syrup. Yeah. Syrup is the liquid. The liquid we take, you drink like that to help your cough. Painkillers, perfect. And the last one, if you're sick, you have a fever, you should take tachipirina or something like that for your fever. We have a few other vocabulary words to talk about. For example, sneeze. This is a noun and a verb. So we have to sneeze and or sneeze. And call green number. Call the green number, okay. Beatrice, actually cough is a marker, very hazardous signal. I know, yeah, if you cough today, it's a problem. Mateo, what is the brown sign? Okay, syrup. Syrup. The pronunciation is syrup. Seems like this. Like the Italian E, syrup. Sometimes there are different accents. You know, in English, some people have a different accent. So some people pronounce syrup in a different way. They might say syrup. So you can hear syrup or syrup. It depends on where in the US you live. In the UK, I don't remember if it's syrup or syrup, but I think most people, it's more common to say syrup like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then we have this verb. To sneeze or a sneeze is this. That is the verb to sneeze. And it's also the noun, a sneeze. Now the doctors say that we should wear a mask to stop other people from getting sick. Yeah, it's not a good time to get sick. So what is the other advice that we hear from the doctors at this time? Especially during this time. What should we do? We should stay inside. We should stand at a distance from other people. We should do that. We should wash our hands. We should stay inside. Yes. All right. Wash your hands. We definitely should wash our hands. Mauricio, this morning I sneezed a lot. Oh, nice. Okay. It could be from an allergy. Yeah, sometimes I have allergies in the springtime. So in the spring, I sneeze, but not now. So now we learned about a few ways to stay healthy. But just to review what we talked about before. We talked about advice. My friends always give me good advice. We talked about the word should. You should. And then we give something we think is very important. Strong advice. We can also say strong advice when we say, if I were you, I would do this. We can ask questions. Have you tried? Have you tried this? Have you tried burn cream? Have you tried painkillers? Have you thought about taking medicine? For an example. And then I suggest and I recommend with a noun or ing verb. So we can suggest and recommend different things. Archie says, you shouldn't take medicine. Yeah, sometimes medicine can be bad. Yeah, you shouldn't take drugs, for sure. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for coming to this stream. Thank you very much. And try to remember these phrases and use the phrases when you talk in English for giving suggestions. Thank you very much. And we'll finish there. Bye-bye, everyone. Goodbye, and have a great day. And stay safe, stay healthy. I'll give you guys a few minutes. But that will end the stream for now. Thanks, Kiara. Thank you. Thanks, Maurizio. See you guys next time. RC, thank you. Nancy, thank you. Beatrice. All right, guys. Mateo, bye. Thanks for joining, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.